Hello and welcome to episode 6 of this mini-series, Digestive Mindfulness. And in this episode, I am going to be sharing a Yoga Nidra practice with you. So if you've never done Yoga Nidra before, just a little bit about the practice. It's a guided meditation and it's written and practiced in a specific way to guide your awareness around your brain and your body to be able to delve deeper into the different layers of consciousness within you. So it's a really great way to allow the mind to detach from your busy, hectic day. It's also a great tool to bring your mind away from any kind of circling thoughts, any anxieties that you might have, any stress in the mind, and also pain. So it's a really great one to practice if you're experiencing chronic illness. As we all know, the stresses that we carry with us day to day can be very heavy and overwhelming. So to come away and to just detach the mind and to bring the awareness back to the body can sometimes be really beneficial. So as I said before in my practices, please come with an open mind and see what happens along the way. So in yoga philosophy, yoga, or the meaning of yoga, is often interpreted as the stilling of the fluctuations of consciousness in the mind. So this is a great practice to encompass that whole meaning. And just a little bit of information about Yoga Nidra and the effects that it has had. There's a lot of studies that have been taken out whilst delivering Yoga Nidra to people. Lots of things around mental health and pain. And there was a specific study that I wanted to share with you because I thought that it was fascinating. And most of us that have IBD, some of us that have IBS, will have gone through a colonoscopy in our lives. Not a very nice procedure. But there was a study, a random clinical trial, where they took 3 groups of people. And the first group were given no sedative and no intervention, which is awful. The second group had no sedative, but they had relaxing music. And the third group had no sedative, but they had a Yoga Nidra. And they were put through this procedure, and the results that came out were fascinating because both the Yoga Nidra and the relaxing music, the patient's perception of pain had reduced. However, the people that had the Yoga Nidra rated that they were more likely to repeat this procedure, and the length of the procedure was actually reduced. So it's really fascinating what Yoga Nidra can do for the mind and the body, especially during a procedure like that. So I thought I'd just share that with you. So when you're ready, we will come down to the practice of Yoga Nidra. And for this practice, all you need to do is be comfortable. So it's about 30 minutes of guided meditation. And you can lie down. You can come down either to a yoga mat, or you can lie down on your carpet. You could be on the sofa or in bed. It doesn't really matter as long as you can completely start to relax. Bring any blankets or cushions, bolster for underneath your legs if you want to fully embrace this practice. And we will begin. Welcome to the practice of Yoga Nidra. Make sure that you are warm enough and that you are in a position which will be comfortable for you for the duration of this practice. So take a few moments now to soften through the body, closing the eyes, relaxing the muscles in the face, and maybe starting to let go of any thoughts from your day that are circling in the mind. Listen to your natural breath, bringing your awareness to your breath and body. Allow your muscles to relax and soften down into the earth. It is best that you remain still during Yoga Nidra so that your body and brain have a chance to fully relax. However, if you become uncomfortable, please feel free to change position. Allow your eyes to close and keep them closed until the practice has ended. Welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra. Let us begin by stating the intention to give our wholehearted attention to this Yoga Nidra practice. We will give our wholehearted attention to the practice of Yoga Nidra. The practice of Yoga Nidra is a practice of yogic sleep that will guide you through your layers of consciousness, your koshas. You will be guided into a state of consciousness between wakefulness and sleeping. Try to remain awake by listening to the sound of my voice. You will be asked to move your awareness to various parts of your body, bodily sensations, emotions and images. During this meditation, please use and absorb what you need in the moment and leave the rest behind. If the mind becomes overactive with thoughts and worries, just come back to the sound of my voice. We are about to go on a journey through different states of consciousness. I will be by your side, accompanying you on this journey, always by your side. The practice of Yoga Nidra now begins. Let us take our awareness to the body. See if you can give the body permission to deeply let go. Allow yourself to fully relax through your body. Please take your awareness inside of the body where innate wisdom exists. Become aware of your natural breath, the natural and spontaneous breath that moves in and out of your body without any effort. The natural breath flows in through both nostrils. Notice the feeling of the breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. There is a sense of coolness as you inhale the breath. Follow this feeling into your nose, your sinuses, the back of your throat, and into your lungs. There is a sense of warmth as you exhale the breath. Feel this warmth on your upper lip as you breathe out through your nose. The natural breath flows through both nostrils during the inhale and exhale. Allow your breath to continue in this natural rhythm. Follow the gentle tide of your breath without altering it. Repeat this sentence in your mind after me. I am at home in my body. Healing is here. The invitation now is to guide your awareness around the body in a specific manner, taking a journey of sensory awareness throughout the body. To place awareness deeply into the body parts I name without moving those parts. You might find that your awareness produces objects as you place, perhaps stars, a shape, or a flower. The most important part of the practice is the placing of your awareness. Let us come to the crown of the head and place the awareness at the crown of the head. Moving to the middle of the brain, the front of the brain, the forehead, the middle of the brain, and back to the front. We go around the head and body in a similar fashion, placing the awareness or objects around the whole body. Come back to the middle of the brain, the front of the brain, the forehead, the tip of the nose, the chin, right side of the face, right earlobe, tip of the right ear, the right temple, top middle of the forehead, the left temple, tip of the left ear, left earlobe, left side of the face, chin, the right cheek, outer edge of the right eyebrow, inner edge of the right eyebrow, eyebrow center, inner edge of the left eyebrow, outer edge of the left eyebrow, the left cheek, the chin, the point under the bottom lip, the point between the lip and the nose, the right nostril, outer edge of the right eye, inside of the eye, the bridge of the nose, inside of the left eye, outer edge of the left eye, the left nostril, the point between the lip and the nose, the point under the bottom lip, the chin, right temple, top middle of the forehead, left temple, and back to the chin. Move the awareness now to the tip of the tongue, the body of the tongue, roof of the mouth, tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth, tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth, and from here we slide back up into the brain. We'll go around the brain one more time. Base of the skull, middle of the brain, right hand side of the brain to the left hand side of the brain, back to the right hand side, and now the left, the right, the left. Come to balance in the middle of the brain, and then the front of the brain, middle of the brain, front of the brain, middle of the brain, and from here we move to the body, dropping down to the throat, right shoulder, all the way down to the elbow, even further to the wrist, palm of the hand, right thumb, right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, moving back through the palm, the wrist, elbow, shoulder, over the throat, left shoulder, all the way down to the left elbow, even further to the wrist, the palm, left thumb, left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, moving back through the palm, the wrist, elbow, shoulder, back to the throat, down to the heart. Rest deeply in the heart center. Now down to the navel, pelvis, right hip, all the way to the knee, Radiate your awareness down to the ankle, sole of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth toe. Come back through the sole of the foot, the ankle, knee, hip, over to the pelvis, left hip, all the way to the left knee, radiating to the ankle, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Come back through the left sole, the ankle, knee, hip, and pelvis. Back up to the navel, heart center, throat, right shoulder, the whole of the right arm, throat, the left shoulder, the whole of the left arm, heart center. Radiate outwards from the heart center to cover the whole of the rib area, the navel, the whole of the torso, the pelvis, the right hip, the whole of the leg to the sole, the pelvis, the left hip, the whole of the left hip to the sole. Come back through the left hip to the pelvis, to the navel, and rest deeply in the center of the chest, the heart center. We dwell in the heart center as we change our focus. Please consider the properties of heaviness and lightness. Imagine in your mind that the body is becoming heavy. Awaken the idea of heaviness in the body. Gradually feel that the body is becoming heavier and heavier. The head is becoming heavy. The palms are heavy. Both arms and shoulders are heavy. The upper, middle, and lower back heavy. The hips are heavy. The right thigh is heavy. The left thigh is heavy. Both feet are heavy. The whole body is heavy. Keep on thinking that the whole body is heavy and intensify the feeling of heaviness. Then gradually relax part by part. Now feel the whole body becoming lighter and lighter. The head is light, so light that it can even rise from the floor. The palms are becoming light. Both arms and shoulders are light. The back and pelvis is light. The right thigh is light. The left thigh is light. Both feet are light. The whole body is light and weightless. You feel as if it is rising from the floor. Cotton represents lightness, and steel represents heaviness. Now practice these two experiences alternately. The whole body is steel. The whole body is steel. No bones or muscles, just a steel frame. Change the idea. The whole body is cotton. The whole body is as light as cotton. Again, change the idea. The body is steel. The whole body is as heavy as steel. change the idea. The whole body is light as cotton. The whole body is composed of cotton. Cotton is so light it can rise up from the ground. Now let us take our attention to the subject of breathing. As you inhale deeply into the body, you begin to notice your awareness move with your breath. On the inhale, your awareness moves beyond the body. You are expanding your awareness beyond your physical frame. If you have stars, as you breathe in, the stars get brighter and start to expand beyond the points inside the body. The stars can even move beyond the physical frame, beyond the body, outside of the body and beyond. As you exhale, they move back in and settle back into place. If you have not placed stars, then you simply inhale and expand your awareness beyond your physical frame. As you exhale, you would contract your awareness back inside of your body. Inhaling for 4, 2, 3, 4. And exhaling for 4, 2, 3, 4. Observe your breath as you inhale and exhale in this safe space. Please release your focus on breathing as we move on to the next section. Please bring your awareness to the space behind the closed eyes, the area known as Jidakash. I'm going to ask you to listen and observe what arises in your awareness as I speak. Imagine yourself walking on a path through a forest. The path is soft beneath your feet, a mixture of soil, fallen leaves, pine needles and moss. As you walk, your body relaxes and your mind clears more and more with each step you take. Breathe in the fresh air, filling your lungs completely. Now exhale, breathe out all the air, feeling refreshed. The air is cool but comfortable. Sun filters through the trees, making a moving dappled pattern on the ground in front of you. Listen to the sounds of the forest. What do you hear? The leaves on the trees shift and sway in the soft wind. As you walk further into the forest, feel your muscles relaxing and lengthening. As your arms swing in rhythm with your walking, they become loose, relaxed and free. As you continue to walk through the forest, you begin to climb up a slight incline. You easily tread along smooth rocks on the path, feeling at one with nature. The breeze continues to blow through the treetops, but you are sheltered on the path and the air around you is calm. Around you is an immense array of green. The forest floor is thick green moss. Some of the leaves on the trees are a delicate light green. Some leaves are deep, dark, true forest green. Tall trees grow on either side of the path. Picture the variety of trees around you. Some have smooth white bark. Others are darker, with coarse, heavy bark, deeply grooved. Enjoy the colours of the bark on the trees. White, tan, brown, red, black, many combinations of colour. You admire the rough brown bark of pine trees and enjoy the fresh pine scent. Smell the forest around you. The air is fresh and filled with scent of trees, soil and mountain streams. We leave the forest now. We release the experience at Cheetah Cache. The space behind the eyes can rest. Bring the mind now to the feeling of the body making contact with the ground. Draw your attention to the breath inside of the body. Inhale, the abdomen rises, and on the exhale, the abdomen falls back to the place where innate wisdom exists. Repeat this sentence in your mind after me. I am at home in my body. Healing is here. Now start to imagine the room that you are in and bring your awareness away from the spirit of Yoga Nidra. Allow the sense of hearing to bring your awareness back into this space by listening for sounds in the distance and sounds close to you. Bring your awareness back into waking consciousness and away from the spirit of Yoga Nidra. Come back to the sound of my voice. I have been walking beside you during the practice. It's time to return to waking consciousness. Connect back to my voice. It's time to return to waking consciousness. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. As you bring your awareness back into your space, back to your body, take your time to bring some light movement back to your body. Small movements, taking the time not to rush. When you're ready, you can gently roll to one side and take a moment there. Absorb the new energy from your practice, acknowledging and accepting how you feel. You can gently open the eyes and come back to your physical body and your physical space. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. So thank you so much for joining me in this Yoga Nidra practice. I hope that you enjoyed it. I would be fascinated to hear of anything that you experienced, whether you saw anything or felt anything throughout the body. And I hope it gave you a moment to connect back, to quieten the mind, and give yourself some mindful presence. It's really important, especially if you are experiencing those feelings of anxiety or constant pain. It's just a nice way to come away and connect to something a little bit different. And again, please repeat this practice at any point if you want to, if you enjoyed it. And I will see you tomorrow for the last episode.